Hey, hey. So I'm back. Oh no, it wasn't premiering. You wish. You wish, because I know you guys love the premiere so much. Actually, I'm kind of curious. What are your thoughts about premieres? Because I know some of you guys hate premieres, and I kind of like the idea of premiere because while you guys are watching it, oh, while you guys are watching it, stream for the first time, like a pre-recorded, you guys can actually, write comments on the side. I know some people get agitated because they think, oh, I thought he was live streaming this. It's actually a recorded video, but I like the premieres. But certain people are like, oh, it's this thing again. The one thing I really hate about premieres is the music. You know that music? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I wish I could change it to something like something a little bit more not so grating on the ears at times. It's trying to be. He had to file. Actually, JP, I did not tell him about the baby octopus. It was a complete surprise, so he has no idea. But I did tell him about the stream, so he's probably gonna hear about it and be like, "Arr." Yeah, Lewis is probably watching right now. He was asking me why I was live streaming so long, and I was like, I'm just live streaming because I'm here. Yeah, so if you guys want to see the outside, here you, what? Come on, come on. There you go. There's outside. Here's me. And it's beautiful New York weather. If anybody is in Hawaii, I know you guys are so envious of the rain puddles and the people yelling and the cars honking, the honking cars, the cars honking. Is it just me or I've not noticed Kopaz here in a while? Kopaz, are you in here? Kopaz. It's sort of amusing that you still read chat, and Lewis is like, really? No, Lewis actually likes reading chat. He does. He has a much better way of handling chat than I do because usually when he does this, he has like he has an external monitor, either on his laptop or at home or at work. He has his big monitor so he can read everybody's message and not be like me where I'm like, wait. This is total noob status. Wait. Lewis is more non-responsive. Erica's more animated and reacts. I think Lewis is probably thinking to himself, he needs to conserve his energy. Versus me, I'm like, hello. I think we kind of balance each other out. He goes ahead and he's able to hyper focus on things, and for me, I just kind of like. I like having things marinate on my brain a lot, so I tend to overflesh certain things. Versus him, he's very quick at making decisions, and when he has a goal in mind, he'll quickly execute it. I'm a lot more hesitant, or I take more time. I think I stay on Hawaii time. What is my most animated face? I don't know. I have no idea. Jeremy says, I'm like, I ate waffles for breakfast, and Lewis would be like, blank, and I'd be like, I like waffles. Okay. No, the difference would be Lewis would say, I forgot what I ate for breakfast. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I had these really good waffles, and they were super sweet, and I had tons of maple syrup on there, and I love maple syrup, but even though it has so much sugar in it, it's not healthy for me. Yeah, so he'd be like a man of few words, and like, tick, 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 tick. Does Lewis plan to open more stores in the near future? Unfortunately, I wish he would open more stores, but it's not like Monopoly where the housing is where the stores are very inexpensive. Property costs a lot more in real life than it does in Monopoly. He can't go ahead and just, when you play Monopoly, you're easily able to acquire properties. That's not like it in New York. In fact, if you want to acquire property, it's like millions. If you want to rent, it's very expensive too. So he has to rent. I think the apartment building that he lives in, it's over like $2 million, and it's not a beautiful apartment building. It's but it's just that the price of real estate in New York is so freaking expensive. Yeah. Sarah Mathis said, Monopoly in New York, you just go straight to jail. You can't afford it. I'd be like, where'd all my money go? It went all to renting a little place. Actually, you wouldn't even own property if this was New York Monopoly. Oh, I love the pine cones. I was so happy about that. So, as you guys might have known, yesterday we were going around to the Museum of Natural History. I saw the animals. I mean, the taxidermied one. I was in awe of how well preserved they were. The taxidermy is like amazing. And they also had this display, so it was really well thought out. It looked really natural, in my opinion. And I just wanted to take one of those taxidermied animals home. Of course, Lewis would not approve of this. But when we were driving back, we were going through some kind of like parkway or park. And I told him, I was like, stop the buffet, stop it. And I rushed out and I held it out and I was like, it's a pine cone. And it's like, yeah, I just love collecting pine cones. Seeing a pine cone in the wild, I'm just like, look, it's a specimen. It is a special pine cone. So I have pine cones from New York and I have pine cone from Washington. And I think that's all the pine cones I have. I only have from 2 states. I wanted to get a pine cone from Maine, but there was no Maine pine cone. All the pine cones fell. So I'm a big pine cone collector. I want to go to all these states and collect the pine cones when I can and bring them back as souvenirs. And Lewis is probably thinking, she's just bringing back pine cones. Whew. Because going to those gift shop places, he probably feels like he has like a panic. Like, oh crap, she wants to go in a gift shop. Oh, it's expensive. Oh, $20 t-shirt. All these keychains galore. Yep. So I want to have a great pine cone collection. See, this is what happens when you go to Maine, especially. You like Christmas trees, and now once you do the Christmas trees, you're like, I gotta really get into the pine cones more, because Christmas trees and pine cones go hand in hand. Let's see. No, I don't need that many pine cones because, I just need like 1 pine cone from one area or 2 in case you're worried about it breaking. But the problem with pine cones is that if you step on them, they break. So they actually need to be in a box and protected. But I did hear that certain pine cones can get like over a foot long, and I was just like mind-blowing. I think if I saw a pine cone that big, I'd be like, oh my gosh, it's a huge pine cone. And if I want to put it in my carry-on bag or something, I'm like, what the hell is one of these things going? It's a pine cone. We need to bring it back to New York. Like massive pine cones. No, I'm not going to plant the pine cones. I just want to put it around. 1 pine cone from each of Lewis's subscribers. That would be crazy. That would be crazy, you guys. We can't fit 1 million pine cones, and I'd probably lose the pine cones. I'd be like, wait, hold up a second. Which pine cone was this? I was thinking about putting a string around them so that way you know exactly where the pine cone came from. Like this pine cone came from Washington. This pine cone came from New York. Like, documenting your pine cones. Very strange. 2, you need a backup corn. You don't plant the pine cones. No, I don't want to be having, pine cone heaven over here. Plus, if there was a tree that was growing in New York, you can't afford the rent here. It'd probably get chopped down. They'd be like, hey, you can't afford this piece of dirt over here. We're going to chop you down, pine cone or pine tree, unless you pay rent. Ah, really? The seed shoot out? Oh. How do you get around in the city? Bafang or train, which is actually, train is the subway. I've never taken the bus yet here. Other people have taken the bus, like the actual bus, but I've never taken the bus. And sometimes I take a Uber or Lyft. I visited Japan. I love Japan. The only problem is Louis is a vegetarian, so he would have a hard time in Japan, and it would be problematic for us eating because I like the sushi in Japan. It's really good. If you go to Japan, you have to try the sushi. You have to try the sushi. It's so good. It's so affordable. It's so fresh. Like Hawaii sushi does not compare to that sushi. Wow. Reason. Since I know no Lewis does not eat chocolate, hey, Reason is that chocolate candy, isn't it? Thank you, Doom Master. I'm sure staff will eat it or customers will eat it. The people who don't like Jolly Ranchers will eat the Reasons. Culture pine cones. Oh, well, I think someone still ate the lid chocolate, but thank you. It was very thoughtful. Oh, I remember. Let me think. What was that one candy that I used? Oh, do you guys remember that Weathers candy, Weathers candy, where it was? I think it's discontinued, but it comes in a gold foil, and then half of it is brown, and then the other half is like gold. I think it was Werther's. They used to make that back in the day. I know it was like I'd say over 15 years ago. I used to eat that so much. No. It's not just the regular one, but it's like this crunchy one. You guys want to know what I'm talking about? It's like toffee. It's kind of like almond roca. Kinda. But it's not the regular one. It's not the full gold foil one, but it's like half brown on the foil and then half gold. Walmart still sells it? Really? Because I tried finding it on Amazon. I couldn't find it. But I heard in Canada they sell it still. Lucky Canadians. Yeah, he doesn't really like eating chocolate. He doesn't have much of a sweet tooth. Whoa. No, I didn't. If you send any chocolate, either staff would eat it or either I would eat it. What area of Japan? I visited Tokyo. So I stayed at, I forgot what the name of the place is, but it was definitely in Tokyo. Why did you hijack his channel? Because he allowed me to stream. He knows I'm actually streaming right now. Any plans to do anything different in the new store in regards to protecting the staff from picking up the virus from customers? No. Lewis would be a penguin if he loves sweets. When do you have to be out of the Ultra? I don't know the exact date, to be honest with you. I think they wanted to get out of here sooner, but because there's still certain people coming in and certain deliveries, you might have seen FedEx in the last stream. They want to drop a box over here, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll take the box. If anybody sends chocolates or sweet, someone will eat them. I guarantee you that. 100% someone would eat them. There is not a chocolate bar that has gone to waste. We have too much people in the new store that have a sweet tooth. Oh yeah, Reasons are definitely available in the United States. I've seen them. Well, I'm just thinking, what was the best? I gotta go check. I haven't seen, you know what's interesting? I have not been in a Walmart here at all. Oh, maybe I should do a live stream at the Walmart and be like, okay, I gotta find out where those Werther's like chocolate crunch things are that you guys say is over there, because I've not seen it. It's like a long, it's like a stick. So it's not like the regular circle Werther's. It's like a little stick thing, and then it has like half brown, half gold foil. And it's kind of like an almond roca. It was good. When will you be doing repair videos? I don't know. Spends four hours people watching. You know, I remember that website. It's called something like People of Walmart. I saw that and I was thinking, really? I don't know about how the mainland is, but in Hawaii, if you go to Walmart, it's nothing special. You don't see any unusual people or anything. Where would you put a Walmart in Manhattan? I've seen a Whole Foods here. Of course, I've seen Trader Joe's here. I've seen like tons of Duane Reads and Walgreens and CVS's, but I've not seen a Walmart here. Even the Costco that's over here is kind of far away. So I have a Costco membership from Hawaii. I am pretty damn sure it carries over, but I have not gone to Costco because it's quite a hopscotch away. No, it's not Nips. I forgot the name of it, but just look at Werther's, and then it's like a rectangular shape, and then half of it's like dark brown, and then half of it's gold, and then there's like gold, and they're gold foil. Erica can repair a mug and people will watch it more than Louis fixing a MacBook. I think what's going to happen is people are going to die inside. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, who is this chick? And then you'll have a very small percentage of people saying, we don't want to see Erica, we just want to see Louis. Like, just Louis, nobody else, nobody. Have you seen any famous people, Erica? I don't really remember famous people very much, and I think if there was famous people, there'd probably be a swarm of people around them. So, no. Really? They forbid Walmart in New York City? Oh. I did not know that. I think I do vaguely remember hearing that like some areas don't want to have a Walmart there. And I think the concern is that if you have a Walmart in certain areas, they will go ahead and drive away mom and pop businesses. There was, I think it was India, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of little sellers in India and like corner markets, and they didn't like the idea of Amazon or these delivery places shipping things over to them, because these places would be cheaper than the neighborhood sellers. So as a result of that, it's been kind of tough, because I understand people want to make a living, but then when you branch out to being able to deliver things in a more timely fashion to people who were just previously, going to the market and buying stuff and buying things at a markup, it really can destroy a whole industry. 2 Walmarts in the Brookville Park area. Okay, so I might be taking a journey over to Walmart. Yeah, that's the other thing too. I don't see, in Hawaii, for instance, when people want to go grocery shopping, they buy so much groceries. Like, I've seen people get like trucks and they load it up with groceries. Here in New York, I'm really limited to like 2 bags max. I can't go ahead and bring like a whole bunch of groceries because it's so heavy and bulky. The only way I can do it is just keep walking with a train or catch an Uber or Lyft. Yeah, I do not trust myself with carrying heavy bags on the back of a Bafang, because my shoulders aren't that wide. So if I have a bag here and I'm holding onto Louis from behind him, the bag will go ahead and creep its way onto my elbow. And then based on where the bag is, how low it is, it's going to be hitting him on the leg. So I try not to carry too much stuff around. Green Acres Mall. Okay, I don't know what that is. What's ASDA? Okay, if I can use a backpack, except Louis has his own backpack, and I can't carry 2 backpacks on me. So I'm carrying his backpack. That's why you see me have like a small handbag, like a crossbody, because most of the time I have the backpack on my back when I'm behind him. I don't want to go ahead and have my own Bafang. Are you kidding me? I don't have a fast reaction time. You see the way these New York drivers are? ASDA is Walmart. Huh? How does that make sense? Like, Asta is Walmart? Asta Walmart? Wait, whoa, I don't understand. How's that? ASDA? Like, please enlighten me. Like, I've never heard that before. I've never heard of ASDA or Asta. Is that a new thing or is that a term? ASDA. Oh! Asta's British. Oh. Oh! Huh. Did not know that. Hasta la vista. I can just drive automatics. Sorry, Dushra. I know all these people are saying, you know, you should be able to drive stick. Nope, only automatic. Today I learned. I always like learning new things. Associated Derricks. Oh.
And now she's trying to say, y'all not gonna come out.
Oh, so if you guys can't hear me, that's because I don't have the microphone. Whoop, hold up. I don't have the microphone on me, so as you know, it fell off of the Bafang yesterday, and Luz didn't want to go back to it. So this is the best audio you're gonna get. I know you guys. I hear a lot of background noise right now, and I think it's increasing. So apologies in advance. Erica, if you want to learn, I will teach. Okay, Rhea, if you want to teach anybody, you should teach Lewis, because I think that would be a great filming experience. I don't know how he would. Like Lewis driving a car. I don't know how I feel about that. He'd probably, yeah, get in, and I'm afraid if he brakes, like boom. All I know is I don't want to be the person teaching him how to drive. I would rather have a professional, or better yet, have Paul teach Lewis how to drive. That'd be very, very thorough. Yeah, if you're used to Hawaii, you're used to New York. New York does not surprise me in terms of the pricing because it's very similar to Hawaii. Like the milk tea is the same price between the two areas, still like $4.50 for a large. Food is about the same price. I feel like in Hawaii the food is like slightly cheaper when you go out to eat versus over here. A lot of the stuff is like $12.99. Paul's driving school stream. If there was a Lewis driver license stream, I tell you this, there would have to be A, video editing involved. B, there would also be a number of expletives getting beeped out. And there would also need to be, if you're familiar with this, you know when they have those practice driving school cars, the instructor has like an automatic brake on his side. There would be some of that too. Turn him loose. Paul teaching Lewis in a Tesla. Yeah, if I remember correctly, with the way the Jones Act is that things can automatically go ahead and be transported directly to Honolulu. It needs to go to the mainland first and then to Honolulu or Hawaii because of that Jones Act. So there's increased price because of that. Am I right, you guys? I don't know. Was that the Jones Act? Something like that. Like it needed to port not directly in Hawaii. It needed to go over to the mainland or California or something like that first. So they were talking about getting rid of that Jones Act for like the longest time, but for whatever reason it isn't happening. I once, actually maybe I shouldn't share. Maybe it's a little too personal. I should actually know more about the Jones Act because I did used to volunteer at an organization that was heavily involved in like exports and imports. But yeah, it's one of those things where like when you're an intern, you always have those people who are like super like live breathe like super into that industry, and then you just have me who's like kind of curious, like a Dory, like, oh, I want to learn more about it. I have no idea about Colorado yet. Lewis hasn't spoken to me about it. I am still here. There was that one woman, for instance, who was here. You guys might have heard her. She said that she called in, she spoke to someone at 180, she spoke to someone at the news store over the phone, and they didn't tell her to not come to 186. So I'm assuming she asked for hours, and then she just came to 186 because she assumed 186 was still open. KK, night, Mark. Gotta use my other hand, seriously. If you have a permit in New York, you're always supposed to be in a car with a secondary brake. Are there a lot of Japanese descent people living or leaving in Hawaii? Yeah, there are a lot of Asians in Hawaii. There are a lot of Chinese, Japanese, Koreans. There's also Vietnamese, Filipinos. Yeah, Japan is okay. Well, hold up. Hawaii to Japan is about a 9-hour flight. For me to go to Washington, I think it's about a 5.5-hour flight. So technically, it's closer for me to go to Washington than it is for me to go to Japan. Oh yeah, that was it. It also means it has to be shipped from mainland only on exclusively fully U.S. built and owned crude vessels, driving up the logistics cost to insane. Yeah, that was it. That was it. You gotta love that. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but I do know that the shipping containers, like Matson, for instance, probably making huge killing from that stuff. Huge killing. Uh-oh. I have no idea. I don't know about where we are going to leave this location. I just know that this is behind schedule. So that's why I'm here. With 3 heaters behind me. You know, I've been a lot more better on this. When I first go in, the first thing I do is turn on these heaters. That's it. I turn on the heaters, and then I'm like, okay, just do some things, and then come back, and the heater should be warm. I'm giving these heaters like an hour to warm up. I assume it's going to take an hour to warm up. I wish I could just be comfortable without my jacket, but no. I'm dressed up in here just like the people on the outside. Yeah, in Hawaii, everybody is super friendly. Well, okay, not everybody, but like so many people are friendly. But the people who I feel like are the second warmest to Hawaii, or as warm as people in Hawaii, is Maine. That's why I love Maine so much. AOC is going to be building a bridge from New York to Hawaii. I hope that bridge doesn't get built because Lewis would try to bafang his way over that bridge. He would. Erica, do you get anxiety being in a car bus for a long time when you first left the islands? No, I don't get anxiety. The only problem I have with being in a bus or a car for a long time is car sickness. That's the only thing that really hit me. So I don't like being in cars too long. If I'm in a vehicle, I try to sit in the front seat if I know it's going to be over 30 minutes because I get car sick. And the best way I found away from it is two things. A, eat ginger. Two, like ginger chews, which has a lot of sugar. The other thing is take Dramamine, which you guys recommended, and it helped a lot. Or, of course, sit in the front seat or go on an empty stomach. And that's exactly what I did with that Greyhound. I felt so sick going on the Greyhound. I do not ever want to go on a Greyhound again. I get too easily car sick. That's the problem. Yeah, it does. I think it's because when I'm looking, my eyes look far, far ahead versus like, I think it's some kind of like eyesight thing where if I look far ahead, I don't feel so dizzy. Someone's looking over here. Okay, yeah, I think this is, let's see. Oh, are you looking for something? Are you looking for something? Oh, yes. Right here. Oh, something has arrived, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, you guys. It has arrived. It has arrived. So, I'm going to show you guys what this is. And I have my water, and I have my other drink, wherever it is. I have 2 drinks here, 3 drinks technically, to better prepare me for this, because psychological or not, JP says this is terrible. I'm keeping myself a little bit more aware. Oh gosh. You know it's legit when they go ahead and they say Chinese herbal drink. Actually, this is really good Chinese herbal drink. Oh gosh. Oh, it smells good. Let's see. Let's see. What's in here? Oh! What is this? Look at this! I can't even... Look at this, I'm gonna need this. Herbal beverage, Chinese national brand Wang Laoji. I've never seen this in my life. Originated from 1828, legend of over 100 years history, authentic Wang Laoji herbal beverage made from herbal plant materials. I like how they say herbal plant materials, not herbal plants, herbal plant materials. Okay. Man, this is really like the authentic experience here. God! No, I just got this food actually. This is the one, the person I asked them, are you? Whoa, my gosh. I looked at this and I'm like, okay. If you're uncomfortable looking at this, I would recommend you look away and I will let you know when to look. Oh, gosh. Okay, let me make sure they're not moving. Oh, hey, stop that, you guys. Man, they really did seal this hard, actually. alien. I'm just staring at it. It's a lot different when, okay. Don't look away when you guys. Oh! I thought this was gonna be a, look at that. Okay. Wait. Okay. They so kindly included a straw, a spoon, so I can spoon away my sorrows afterwards, and a chopstick. Let's see this. Man, this is, you know, I've seen octopus. I was hoping this was going to be a white octopus, because I've seen a white octopus, but... Okay. I just decapitated the octopus. Oh, God. Oh, hold up. I gotta get a napkin first. I think it's gonna be fine, though. I think it's gonna be fine. Chinese restaurant will not screw up their octopus. I should be tolerant on this. I think the reason why I'm a little bit more squeamish about this stuff is because when I'm used to eating octopus, they are very grilled. I've never had it like this. And then also it's like they really wanted to show me the tentacles. No, I poked it. It's definitely dead. It's definitely dead. Okay. Do I have my water ready, just in case? Here you go. Okay. JP, this tastes a lot like black bean sauce, and it tastes identical to this green seaweed thing. So if you guys have ever tried ocean salad, it tastes just like ocean salad. Not bad, not bad. It tastes just like ocean salad. It's kind of strange. It's like they put the same seasoning. It just has more crunchy stuff to it. Someone's gonna walk in and be like, what is this girl eating here? So I think GP got an ill-prepared one. That was just my questioning. Like, look at this stuff. Look at this stuff. Ugh! It's this pink color that's a little alarming. It's so red. I'm used to seeing like white ones, but I mean, this is like pink upon pink. It's like they really worked on it. It's like this little nub of the head. Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course, not bad. No, that wasn't a glava sauce. It was some, but it definitely tastes like ocean salad. Okay, JP, I wonder if they cooked it enough, because whenever I've eaten octopus, I've never had it gush out or anything. Oh, believe me, it's not candy. Believe me, no one would put vegetables on candy ever. Yeah, I think they ill-prepared yours, JP. You should try it again. Try it again at a different place. I think you might change your mind. Whoa, octopus with quail eggs in its head. Oh, in Osaka. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. If you guys were here, I would definitely share it with you. I'd be like, you guys want to try this? Yeah, I think I'm going to have to eat this all by myself. I have a good feeling that no one's going to want to try it except me. Just a guess. Plus, I I'm sick, so I know for a fact staff is not gonna want to try it. Sushi octopus is supposed to be like a series of. Oh, maybe that's why it's different. GP, when the octopus you tried, did you try it at a sushi restaurant, or where did you try it at? Sternly into the camera. The ocean salad really, really has the same flavor as the ocean salad. Really strange. But whoever made this, good on you. The only thing this thing needed was rice, but I can definitely see people making this a full meal out of it. It was a sushi restaurant and hibachi restaurant, so Japanese. Oh, JP, they wanted to make sure you had the complete immersive experience. Man, look at these Chinese people. They definitely went ahead and they went above and beyond on this. Look at that. Oh. Okay. So, I'm gonna try this herbal beverage. Wow. I understand why it lasted from 1828. It is 27 grams of sugar. From my experience, herbal beverages with lots of sugar in it taste really good. Herbal beverages. Okay. Let's see. With my handy dandy straw. This is definitely not cookies, Gunner. Definitely not cookies. We're in an alternative reality here. But this is not cookie, but this is... Used to be one of my favorite. I've never seen this before. Which is funny because I've seen a lot of drinks in Hawaii, but I've never seen this. Taco tamago. So, egg with octopus? Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and stir it a bit, just in case it needs to get stirred, because I forgot to go ahead and shake it. Okay. 1828. Look, they proudly say 1828. So this thing is, what is it, almost 200 years old. I mean, this company. Okay. Oh! I tried something very similar to this when I was growing up. Very similar to it. It's nice. I remember my family members, they used to make this thing called like bacchicho or something like that. I know I'm saying it wrong. Sorry, all you people who speak Cantonese, I'm slaughtering this. But it tasted a lot like that. I remember they used to go ahead and my grandma used to put in like carrots in there and some kind of herb. You get it from like some, what do we call it? Those Chinese herbalists of sorts. And they put carrots, they put rock sugar in it. I used to drink this stuff for lunch. So it tastes very similar to it. That was nice. 27 grams of sugar, but it's nice. Hey, what do you mean 18? Oh, I had to double check, Jeff. No, this thing has 112 calories. So if you're on a 100 calorie snack diet, this works. But I wouldn't recommend it for the sugar because it's 27 grams of sugar. Okay, back to my little octopus eating thing. Man, they really... Okay, whoever thought this was candy, look at that. Oh, it looks pretty disgusting, though, I will be honest with you. No. This is a kanji for year. See that? This one? That's the kanji for year. It does look pretty disgusting. I kind of wonder though, if people ate food and they were blindfolded, and like if it was a disgusting looking food, but they ate it and they were blindfolded and they really liked it, would people still have the same effect? I mean, there's no way you're gonna be able to blindfold anyone eating surströmming. That's for sure. You're gonna taste it. You'll be like, but I think someone here in chat said that they really liked it. So I'm curious to see if it was well prepared. Oh goodness, JP wants to find the baby octopuses and have them delivered. There's only so much octopuses I can eat. You know, I think Lewis is looking at the stream. He's gonna be like, "What is she eating? She eating?" I mean, it'd just be like, these were octopuses. Move one of the tentacles around. What do you mean to move one of the tentacles? You want me to wiggle it? Best. Don't say that. Best before 1828. Okay, here. Okay, here. You ready? Oh, look at that! Oh, it's so my focus is off. Look at that. That is definitely not hard candy, you guys. Definitely not hard candy. I think if you saw this in person, you guys would hesitate eating it. You'd be like, oh. Probably. Oh, that's because I took a Japanese class in college. There's only certain characters I know. Oh, no way. Here's the thing. I do not want to go ahead and eat live lobster, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm a big believer that if a lobster, no, I'm not. If a lobster is going to be boiled in water, you should go ahead and kill it first. And I've actually looked this up. Some people say that you should go ahead and freeze it. I don't think freezing it really is the way to go. The best way to do it is you get a butcher knife and you just crack it along its face. Like, just put it in the base and just like that. That's how Ramsey does it. Yeah. But you need to have a really sharp knife, and you need to do very forceful. So that's what I would recommend if you do that. I don't want to go ahead and do the whole, just dunk it live, boiling in water. I think that's very cruel. No, I don't think it's best tasting if it's cooked alive, because the lobster is, after it's dispatched, it immediately gets dumped in the boiling water. I think it's kind of scary if you think about it. You have a lobster and you have it and it's moving around and it's moving around in boiling water. Very, very horrific. So, and it's hard because I don't know what places dispatch their lobster like that. I really don't. So that's one of the reasons why I'm very hesitant about eating lobster, because I don't like the idea of a lobster that I'm eating getting boiled alive. When you're talking about cookie myths, about it being tastier if it's like boiled alive, there is a theory here that they say if you go ahead and you cause pain and anxiety to certain animals, I'm not going to say which animals those are, that the meat would be tastier. And I believe this is absolutely false. I think if anyone goes ahead and they want to eat meat, have it humanely killed, have it killed quickly and painlessly as possible. Don't go ahead and try to prolong its suffering by boiling it alive, for instance. Generally, beef is considered bad. See, I don't know about the stress hormones in animal, if it affects the taste, but there are certain people who believe that if you eat certain meats, if the animal is stressed out, if it has adrenaline, it's more tastier. I don't believe in that at all. One of the most humane, or what I perceive to be the most humane killing that I've seen is that there is a person who raises his own animals, and what he does is that for his pigs, he'll bring it out into a pasture where it's been before, put a big bowl of food out, and then for treats. So the pig is eating the treats and it's very happy, right? Because it's in grass, it has sunlight, and it's comfortable because it's been there before. And then the farmer will go ahead and grab a shotgun and just dispatch it quickly while the pig is eating. So I think that's the way to really do it. Doesn't have any stress for transport. The animal feels at ease in a sense because it's out and it's enjoying its, yeah, you're right, last meal. And it's also really respectful. You're going ahead and you're saying, I want to make the last moments of an animal's life as comfortable as possible. Now, I do know that for commercial purposes or factory farming, that's not possible. Nobody can go ahead and say, yeah, with all these pigs that we have, we're all going to line them up and put them in a, do this one by one by one by one, and that way the pigs don't get stressed out. But I think that you should go ahead and try to make it as comfortable as possible. Yeah, so the cow slaughter thing, I think it's called captive bolt, if I remember correctly. You put it in the middle of the head, and then you press this gun, and then it stuns them, and then from there you're supposed to grab this big cleave red. So yeah, that's just my stance about animal welfare and how I think it's important to go ahead and just always be respectful for it. So when I see people, eating, I always think, okay, try not to waste the meat, and it's not just me thinking about, okay, meat is more expensive than vegetables, but an animal died for it. So go ahead and just say, if an animal gave its life for that, try to consume all of it if you can. Either that or the animal died in vain. People eat meat because they believe that it nourishes them. So chicken slaughter, from what I've seen, it's two parts. They'll go ahead and they'll try to stun it, and then they'll have like some blade, like. So this is the way they do the chickens from factory farming, and I'm gonna share this with you guys because I think it's important to know how a chicken is being processed. They'll go ahead and they grab the chicken, they'll shackle it upside down, then they'll stun it, and then they'll grab this blade that cuts over here, while the thing is upside down. So remember, they're shackled upside down. They'll go ahead and get a blade and then instantly cut. But here's the problem: if the blade misses the chicken's neck, it gets instantly dumped in boiling water. So I think that's extremely terrifying because you're hoping that the animal will, bleed out consciously before it's dunked in boiling water. But if it doesn't, then it's horrific. It's horrific to think about. And there's always cases where this happens. If you go in a small farm, what they do is that they get the chicken and they put them upside down in a little cone metal thing. And then from there, they'll grab a blade and just let them bleed out. And then after the animal is passed away, then they'll go ahead and dunk it in the boiling water and then put them in this little device where it spins the chicken so all the feathers come out. So Russian bot is a farmer, and yeah, so he says never buy halal because they just cut its throat and let it flop out and bleed out. If I remember, and I'm gonna ask you this because you seem way more familiar with this than me. I've looked at this online. I've tried to familiar myself with what is the best method for slaughter. And I think they say for that they have this, they put them in this like upside down bowl shaped device, and then they have it locked around the cow's neck, and then the device moves the thing upside down, and then they do their cuts. I've read conflicting things where they say that the person who uses that knife, they're supposed to be very well trained, and they're supposed to sharpen their knife and clean their knife very, very often, and they take a lot of pride into it. But I forgot what they said about the pain, but there was something about it. I thought, oh, geez. I had no idea that this poor cow was going upside down. Something like that. I forgot if it goes upside down first and then they cut, or if they cut first and then it goes upside down. But either way, it just bleeds out. Oh, thank you, Jeremy. I will see you. Take care. Yeah, the if you can go ahead and dispatch an animal quickly, that is the best way to go. I don't believe in endless suffering or drawing it out. I think the foie gras brand is really good. I've been against it. I've tried it myself, and I will be honest, I didn't personally care for it. I've never purchased it by myself, but I've tried pieces of it from other people. I think it's cruel when you're force feeding any duck. There is a chance that, from what I've heard, if you force feed the duck too much, it just explodes. So it dies because it's getting fattened too much. It can't stand, and yeah, it just kind of explodes or something like that. I thought to myself, this is such needless suffering, because they're literally shoving something down the duck's throat to get it to eat way beyond it would naturally eat. I think, okay, so Ben says, I don't think it's paying respect to an animal to take its life just so that someone can enjoy eating it. If you go ahead, it depends on where your beliefs lie, right? If someone is, and we have someone in chat here who says that they're a farmer, if you go ahead and you're raising an animal, especially from birth, and you've invested a lot of time and energy to it, you want to make sure that it has a good life, ideally, and it passes away peacefully or as quickly as possible, because that animal, you believe, that will nourish your family or nourish your community or provide income. So I see it as being respectful, because you see, I don't take the idea of meat or food lightly at all. I think when people consume things, they want to make sure that they're having the highest quality, ideally, or quality item. And then when they're consuming meat, nobody wants to think, or nobody wants to go ahead and think, oh, you're consciously supporting endless animal suffering that will go ahead and, the animal didn't live a good life. Nobody wants to think that. But I think through choices, if people go ahead and make themselves aware, and through education, if people know what is going on in the slaughterhouse industries or slaughterhouses, they can say, okay, I think what's going on is really cruel. I can either A, choose to be vegan, B, choose to go vegetarian, C, reduce my meat intake, or D, try to go ahead and buy higher sources of meat. So that way you're supporting your smaller farms. You're trying to buy, things that are pasture raised, or I have differing opinions about cage free, because I know that sometimes you can pack chickens into like a room, and even though it says cage free, it's not really humane at all. But the education is incredibly important. People can make their own choices in life about how they choose to look at their diet, but as long as you know what's going on in the industry and you make a choice saying, okay, I know that there's things going on, like if you feel like you do better with meat, or you do better, having that animal product within you, then try and go ahead and find a source that is that believes in providing better care for an animal. See, so for instance, Mark Malls is saying that, he's seen the garbage process. It doesn't bother the ducks. That's the thing. I think having conversations is important because, what I've seen might be different from what Mark sees. I've seen the, people saying that. I've seen the image of the ducks eating. I've also seen images of the ducks looking like they exploded because they were being fed too fast. My choice is I don't want to go ahead and eat it. If Mark wants to go ahead and eat that, I respect that. Oh, I'm not Gavash. I think I'm caught up on chat right now. You know what the question is? I don't know for sure if this thing was. This is just me thinking now. I don't know for sure if the octopus was boiled to death or if it just died from being outside of water. Hard to say. I don't know if anybody who would go ahead and actively keep a bunch of baby octopuses in tanks. But I enjoy having conversations, so that's why I don't feel any taboo or any hesitation talking about this kind of stuff. These are just, of course, these are just my views, and I welcome it. Erica, what if Louis starts eating all sorts of meat? Will you still be there for him? I'm not understanding you because I'm still a meat eater. And he obviously is vegetarian, vegan/vegetarian. So if he wants to choose to be a meat eater, then I'll be fine with it. If he wants to continue being vegan/vegetarian, I'm completely fine with that too. I respect his choices. Octopus is definitely, well, you consider fish meat, right? Oh, he's already eaten the impossible meat. I've tried it. It's not bad. I'm kind of curious to know how lab-grown meat would taste, because people have been talking about it, but I'm not too sure how it would be. If they made lab-grown meat, would they be able to make like lab-grown fish meat or lab-grown crab as well? He's a vegetarian for health reasons as well as ethical reasons as well. So he shared with me about what happens to animals, how they get killed. And I told him, I said, I know this stuff because I've actually been looking into this for a number of years. So I'm a person who's aware of what goes on in the industry. Is jellyfish meat? Yes. If it came from a living being, then it is considered meat. In my book. Oh, good job, Luke. Oh, lab-grown bugs or ears. I don't know how I feel about that. Are you still getting deliveries at the old store? Today, yes. No, there's this virus or something that you get if you eat human meat. I forgot, it's like some kind of prion thing, if I remember correctly. I forgot what the name is. I think it starts with a K, but they say that there was a group of people who were eating human meat, and then they got struck down with this virus, and it was all stemming from them eating a lot of humans. I forgot what the name is, though. I think it was some kind of prion something. Kuru. I think it was called Kuru. Which kind of presents... that's... Oh, Kuru. Prions are protein. Kuru. Okay, maybe I remembered it wrong. Yeah, that's. I remember I saw those documentaries on TV where they talk about those indigenous tribes, killing their enemies and consuming their meat. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere near those tribes because, geez, they wouldn't just, they would never find their enemies. Scary. I don't know. I wouldn't consume any of it. It'd be a little too close for comfort here. A little too close for comfort. Everything tastes like chicken if you believe hard enough. Disagree. If you try like what's it? I think they say game meat, for instance. That definitely doesn't taste like chicken. Was it boar? I forgot. There's some meat that they say has a very gamey taste to it. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's because the people they ate had that prion. Oh, the people were already sick. You shouldn't eat anything that eats meats. Doesn't fish eat? Yeah, fish eat smaller fish, right? So Exile, you don't eat fish? Cool. Venison, rabbit, and squirrel all have a gamey taste. Not all fish, alligator. Most sea critters nom other sea critters. Jan said, I've seen a carrot eat a baby carrot raw. Jan, you are aware that if I remember correctly, baby carrots are nothing more than big carrots shaved into little carrots, right? That's what I've heard. Like the baby carrots that you see in the supermarket that are like this big and they're all like the same size. They're just big carrots shaved down to little carrots. Oh, fish definitely have feelings. They definitely have feelings. I think that's one of the reasons why I try not to eat too much fish. There's something I think more drawn out about eating fish than eating meat because then the fish has to go without air, and I think that's very sad. So I don't eat that much fish at all. They are very tiny, but the price tag is huge. Octopuses are very, very intelligent. How long you've been there for the delivery service that you've been get going? I could probably get going soon if I wanted to, but let me see. 5:34. Here's something that I've heard. I've heard that there's conflicting feelings about what was it? They said oysters or clams don't have central nervous systems. Actually, you're saying that the worst thing is how they kill cows. They cut the throat and let them hang to death. They also do that same thing for chickens and pigs. And goats too, if I remember correctly. Well, actually, a lot of animals, they do the same thing. Yeah, protocol is that I was watching a captive bolt instructional video of sorts. It was weird because I think it was in like Vietnamese. They said that you're supposed to do it once, and if you're not successful, then you're supposed to do it again. So it's kind of strange because they corral them towards this like little hallway of sorts, so they can't move, and then it traps them in, and then they're supposed to grab the captive bolt and shoot it right in the head, and it doesn't hurt their skull at all. It just stuns them, and then from there, you know, you dispatch with a blade. Sorry, I have to move this. Okay, so the music I like is Bieber. I really like that song. Lewis is gonna kill me for saying this. I really like that song. It's kind of been stuck in my head, that song Yummy by Justin Bieber. That's been kind of stuck in my head. I like Shawn Mendes. I like, I mostly like those two right now. Of course, you always like Bruno Mars, some Ariana Grande, Britney, Christina, Whitney, Celine, Mariah. Yeah. But I really do love listening to Bieber. I really do. Yeah, I wanted to sing Yummy to him. If you guys listen to that Justin Bieber song, you'll understand there's that chorus part of it. I want to sing that. He was like, please stop, Erica, please. He understood. I was like getting to the chorus, which is so deep. It just says yummy, 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 yummy. And I was just saying this, he's like, oh, his head was like, no. Let's see. Normally I'm a big pop. I like listening to pop music a lot. No, I love. Oh, if I was your girlfriend, I'd never let you go. No. If you were my boyfriend, I'd never let you go. It's like you know, putting a spy camera on him or something like that. Yeah. I've seen that one. That girl with the creepy eyes. Yeah. I forgot, Elena or something like that. I forgot her name. She's the one with the blue shirt. I think she retired from YouTube, if I remember correctly. I loved watching her videos. She said how to make a sandwich for your boyfriend, and then some of it is like she put poison or something in it. Okay, JP said, I wonder if I set Rossman a karaoke machine, would anyone use it? Okay, here's the thing. I think people would use it, but he has his landlord or a tenant who lives upstairs from the store would hear the singing. And I don't know if that landlord would be tolerant for people singing. Oh, New Kids on the Block. Mm-hmm. Karaoke machine will only be loaded with Justin Bieber songs. He's gonna rage. And any feelings of happiness he feels is gonna go away. Yes. It's gonna be like, what is all this Bieber song? I don't know if Paul would sing Bieber. I don't know if he really wants to sing Baby. It's probably gonna raise his blood pressure. If he hears us say, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I used to sing that One Direction song. What was it called? Like, What Makes You Beautiful, to my friends a few times. Yeah, he probably is. He's probably changing his locks right now. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. If Paul sings Bieber songs, I would applaud him. I'd be all like, woo! I'd be, yeah. I think there's something about Bieber songs that has a very polarizing view. Some people would like Bieber, other people dislike Bieber a lot, and I'm on Team Bieber over here. I like Bieber songs. I mean, it's not the deepest of lyrics, but it's catchy. It's super catchy. Super, super, super catchy. I should give Lewis a birthday gift, a MacBook. And that's going to be the birthday present that's unopened or thrown off or sent straight to e-waste. Is there going to be a store opening party? I don't know about that. I think that if we had gone ahead and had everything gone according to timeline, there would have been a big store opening party, but we've had to rush the grand opening because there was just so many delays, right? You know, with the whole Eugene situation. Yeah, I think that I don't know. I just have you guys talk about karaoke. Have you guys ever heard Lewis sing ever? Because he's told me there's a few times he sung and then viewership went down. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, can you imagine doing a karaoke stream? Everybody's like, whipping out a microphone. He sings a lot, God no, yes. So what do you think of his singing skills? I was singing Phantom of the Opera, trying to sing it with I was trying to sing with Oreo. I was telling him he could be my Raul. What singing skills? He's okay for someone who can't sing. Just don't talk to him off his day job. Yeah, I love Phantom of the Opera so much. There was actually a person who was watching the channel, and he's actually part of the Phantom of the Opera cast. And it was like those notes are just incredible, incredible. So clear, and it's so perfect. So, I mean, and those people are super talented. Super, super talented. But I remember I was thinking to myself, I don't understand Phantom of the Opera. Like, okay, I don't understand like how the ending made sense. I was like, oh, the songs are good. Don't get me wrong. I really like the music, but the actual plot I don't really care for. You know what, Dushna? You should actually, if you're really serious about that, you should focus more on like your vocal training, because I remember I heard Whitney Houston, her voice got up to like 70% after having like a lot of vocal training. Because at one point she sounded terrible. But after getting a lot of voice lessons, she had like 70% of her voice back. And if Whitney Houston can get 70% of her voice back, oh goodness, she must have sounded incredible. Incredible. Sometimes he goes wild and sings because he feels good. I'm thinking goes wild. I love Phantom of the Opera. must have missed something. Someone is cursing outside. Has he ever bust out in song while Netflix and chilling? No, he has not. I have never heard him just suddenly start singing out of the blue. And be quiet. Okay, so what happened was that there was a mother outside with her 2 kids, and they were young kids. They're probably like about 6, 7 years old. And I guess the kid dropped something, and then he stepped on it, and the mom called him a dumbass, and then also said, you know, next time keep that in your book bag. And I'm thinking, like, holy crap, you know, that is no way to go ahead and talk to a little child like that. I mean, kids drop things all the time. You can be a grown adult and drop things too. Like, for instance, Louis dropped his microphone yesterday. And you just go ahead and you just move on, try to find it. If you don't find it, then just buy another one. I think that if you go ahead and you talk to your child like that, it just creates resentment as the kid gets older, because right now the kid is young, and the kid probably, you know, cowers in fear because the kid is half the height of the mom or so. But when the kid gets older, if you talk to a kid like that and you call him, X word, an expletive, what's going to happen is that the kid's going to get used to that. And then the kid might call other kids that, or call the mom that, and it just isn't a good environment. Yeah, so yesterday he was befanging, and then we went over a speed bump or so, and the microphone dropped. When it comes down to it, that stuff is replaceable, and no parent should ever talk to their kid like that or call them, you know, a dummy or dumps for dropping something and then stepping on it. Okay, so what? Kids drop things all the time. It's not good. I mean, like, sometimes you hear about those cycles of how come kids are the way they are, and so, a lot of times they say, you know, you can look at where the parents are. So if the kid has a potty mouth, for instance, where did the kid most likely get it from? Most likely from the parents or the environment that they're around. Let's see. Yeah, and it also hurts the kid's self-esteem, because I think a child, when they look at their parent, they think to themselves, okay, the parent is supposed to be the protector, right? The parent is supposed to be the guiding force. And if the parent, who is supposed to have the most faith in the child, calls the kid stupid, what's a kid gonna say? The kid's probably gonna think, oh, they must be stupid because the parent is telling them that. I had a, I had, I know a few people actually who are teachers, and I've heard from them about how they have concerns about some students, and it's like the parents don't care at all. And it's something pretty scary to me, because I think being a parent is a huge responsibility, because you want to go ahead and make sure that the kid has a bright future, better life. They don't pick up bad habits. And if you're demeaning your kid like that in public, or you're not telling them, hey, you know, I mean, the parent could have easily said, hey, you dropped your stuff, you know, please make sure you put it in your bag, either that or you're going to lose it, and we might not be able to get a replacement. That's a lot better than going ahead and calling the kid a dumb, you know, blah, blah. There's nothing to be gained from that. You make a kid feel stupid for dropping something, you know a kid is going to drop something. I've lost things, and I've accidentally dropped things. But, you know, sometimes I kind of question that. I think, you know, if people are a certain way toward as kids, is it because that they were raised in something similar, or is that the only way that they can think to go ahead and get their point across to a child? That's why when I hear about this stuff, it just makes me pause, because I listen in and I think, you know, what is going on. I remember I was with Lewis on the Bafang once, and then there was a kid absolutely throwing a tantrum at the parent, and the parent was trying to calm the kid down, and the kid was screaming like, I hate you, and I don't know why the kid was mad, but the mom was trying to you know, frantically calm the kid down. And when I saw this outburst, I thought, how do I go ahead and how would I handle that situation if I had a kid and my kid threw an outburst like that and said, I hate you? I don't know. I don't know how you handle that. You just I haven't seen much of a okay, the only difference I see is that I don't see kids act up that much in Hawaii, but in New York, parents definitely don't have any concern, any issue. Sometimes, you know, yell at their kid. But there are parents who I see in here that they do try to go ahead and take control of the situation really well. Sometimes you hear about parents letting their kids throw a tantrum, and then they let the kid tire themselves out, and then they'll go ahead and accept the child in, you know, with open arms and try to soothe them after the kid threw a, you know, screaming tantrum fight. It's a tantrum fit. Yeah. So it's just something to think about. So I always take a look at how parents handle kids when the kids are acting up, or if the kid doesn't do anything, if the kid does something wrong. Good learning experience. I remember when I was growing up, man, I dare not act up. I dare not act up. I mean, there was just so much, like, we around my cousins and so, everybody was in an environment where it's like, you don't act up. You can feel that heavy, how can I say this? That those eyes looking upon you. So you don't want to go ahead and draw the or disapprove, do anything that would cause your family members to disapprove of you. So I wasn't one of those kids who threw tantrums or started screaming or things like that. Yeah. I don't know, if I had kids, I kind of wonder how I would be as a parent, and the only reason why I say that is because I try to be very understanding. Like Oreo, for instance. Oreo, he makes, there are times where, you know, he poops on the floor. He just did that like a couple days ago. Or now sometimes he's eating too much, so he's puking. And when I see that, I don't say a word to Oreo, and I just wonder if he's okay. And I think, of course, a cat is different from a human because a human would understand what I'm saying more likely than a cat. I can't tell Oreo, please scoot your butt inside of the litter box. But I never get mad at Oreo. Sometimes I get kind of agitated, but I never raise my voice at Oreo. Because I know that he has a really good heart, he has good intentions. It's just sometimes my brain thinks of it this way. He just forgets to go to the litter box. That's what I told Lewis. I said, I think Oreo forgot to go to the litter box. So he went in front of the litter box, but he didn't go inside of the litter box. Oreo has a heart of gold, but it's just that for some reason, I don't know why, maybe that litter box is not like 100% success rate. Oh my gosh, let there be light. Holy crap. My eyes are just, oh. Okay. Let's see here. Oh. Okay. Thank you, David. I will let Lewis know that you said hi and you love watching his repair videos. No, it's not that. He has no problem sharing litter box with the other cats. It's just sometimes he just chooses to poop right in front of the litter box. I don't know what it is. I did not look at the ThinkPad X1 yet. I did not. I have not. Okay. Holy crap. I have like a few more. Let's see here. Tell Erica where you from? To where I'm from. Try putting a litter box in front of the litter box. Bad idea. I think Orio's gonna get confused. But he did not poop in front of the litter box today. I was very proud of him. I think he poops in front of the litter box maybe about 2 times a month for no apparent reason. I don't know what it is. I thought maybe I wasn't cleaning the litter box enough. Nope, I clean it every day. Sometimes I scoop it 2 times a day. That's not it. He just decides, I'm just gonna do it right in front of the litter box. Oh, and I was looking at all those articles too. They said maybe the litter box is too small. Nope, the litter box is not too small. Oh, thank you, Giovanni, for cat butt wipes. Oh, where's everybody? Where's everyone from? Okay, some people are from UK. All the cats are spayed, by the way. There is no unspayed cat there. None whatsoever. No, they have one giant litter box. One big litter box. They don't mind sharing it all. Wow. What a diverse place. Ireland, Ohio, Netherlands, Japan. Canada, Germany, Minnesota. From the country of Paul Daniels. Wow. Gee, so many people. Hey, Sean Smith is in New York. Sean, I know you think we have lovely weather today. Lovely. Amazing. Now I asked them where you guys are from. Oh, David's gonna get married soon. Woohoo! Congrats, David. Wow, fiance for 5 years. I hope you have a safe flight to the Philippines. I think it's probably a pretty long flight to the Philippines. But I've heard that the weather there in the Philippines is quite nice, and there's a lot of dragon fruit in the Philippines. Shilling is always good. Who is shilling? I'm not shilling. Oh, Micbot is shilling. I was gonna say I am definitely not shilling right now. It's quite nice. Okay, here's the secret, Aaron. I'm actually not on Spectrum. I'm on my own internet. If I was on Spectrum, this thing would have dropped 20 times. Sponsored drink? What, do you want me to put a big, like, here? Tell us of how you and Lewis fell in love. I had a MacBook and he just couldn't avoid the MacBook. He always jokes to me. He's like, Erica, I'm just gonna go find a ThinkPad girl. I'm like, why? Why would you find a ThinkPad girl? All the girls with ThinkPads are all taken anyway. Saying. He says, I remember he told me, he said that he met some women who approached him and they said, oh, I'm a big fan of your channel. And then he'd be, this is when he was single, by the way. So his eyes would be perked up and he'd be like, oh, really? It's a female subscriber. She's really just, oh, yeah, I'm a big fan of your channel. My boyfriend loves watching you. I was thinking to myself, yep. All these women. I fluttered my butterfly keyboard at him. Oh no, I just had to say, look at my MacBook, my little MacBook. Water damage over here. Oh my, I'm a damsel in distress with my water damaged MacBook. Nah, I'm just kidding, that's not what that. Did we really bond over Clio? I wouldn't say bond because he always tells me he wants to get rid of Clio. And I tell him, I said, if you want to get rid of Clio, then you have to replace Clio with another MacBook. Yep. Because I'm thinking, if I get rid of Clio, I want a newer MacBook and I want to put a bling cover over it. The rhinestone cover is the super bling one. And I will name it Cleopatra. I want one of those like gaudy looking covers. And it's crazy because I didn't think it was this expensive, but if you get like a Swarovski crystal laptop cover, you either have two options. I didn't know this. You either go ahead and send them your laptop and they put the crystals on the cover and that's about $500, or they give you a plastic case on it and they stick it on there. And I thought to myself, it would be super trolly if I go ahead and I had like a blingy crystal cover, and that way if he ever saw it, he would be like, oh my goodness, it's that freaking MacBook that blinds me. Nobody I know on his MacBook repairers in his store I've ever seen a crystal cover on it. Like the white Swarovski crystal, it just blinds you. Once the light hits it, it just shines. But it's super expensive, so I don't know if that would be worth it at all. I mean, that would be like half the price of a MacBook, so no. Okay, so I think I made this suggestion that he was complaining about his female subscribers, his lack of female subscribers. So I said, okay, you know, you guys should all have female names or change your sex to female. So that way, instead of, you know, all these guys' names, it'd just be like, you know, like Samantha or Caroline. It'd just be all. But he knew something was up because all of a sudden a number of you showed up with like female names. He's like, wait a second, this is very unsettling. There's too much female names here. And you know, it's true, he can't have more female subscribers, but it'll just be more girls, right? Guys in real life. Erica, no MacBook, buy a ThinkPad and I will send you a box of cookies. What? Why? Why would there be no MacBook? Here's the thing. If I had a ThinkPad and it broke, where would I have to send it to? I would have to send it over to Lenovo or something, and I would be away from my little I can't even call it Clio, my little computer for a while, and I'd be like, oh, it's off on this depot, and they're probably just gonna replace the part, and they're not gonna repair it most likely. So I think I should stick with the MacBook. Plus, on the bright side, a very, very weak argument is that if I have a MacBook, it guarantees that Lewis doesn't get rusty on the older models. So he'll be like, God, he'll be like, you know, darn it, I mean, I'm gonna have to go ahead and fix this old computer. I'm hoping Clio makes it to 10 years old. I'm hoping. Did Lewis forget you? No, he did not forget me. He knows I'm here. ThinkPads never break. No, he's not the jealous type. I remember he was asking me, he said, Erica, if you had to pick between me and Oreo, who would you pick? He said, wait, you don't have to answer that. I know what you're gonna answer. And you know what I told him? I said, I would pick Oreo. Do you know why? Oreo can't survive on his own. So, I've said it. He knows. Between him and Oreo, I would pick Oreo. Oreo cannot survive in the wild. Isn't part of working playing with Nerf guns? ThinkPads don't work. 8th of March, it's International Women's Day. I can ask him to purchase that iPad for my live streams. I don't know about that. I have not met his family yet. Oreo can lick himself, but he chooses not to, okay? He is such an intelligent kitty. He does not want to go ahead and clean his butt. I get it. Because if you had a high IQ, why would you want to groom yourself when you can have someone else groom you? Oh, he definitely knows how. He has actually been sighted on camera grooming himself time to time. International Women's Day ThinkPad. You know what? I shouldn't have a day that comes by just so that I get a ThinkPad. I need to supply Oreo with some cat-sized toilet paper. There is cat-sized toilet paper. You know what it's called? It's called Glandix cat butt wipes. That's what it's called. It requires one human to go ahead and wipe that cat's butt. But I've had to do it a lot less frequently now. Just make them happy and use a ThinkPad. If it breaks, he'll buy you a MacBook for sure. No, this is what he's gonna do. If it breaks, if a ThinkPad breaks, he's gonna say, "Oh, Erica, you can send it over to Lenovo to get fixed," or he might look at. And actually, most likely, he's gonna want me to send it over to Lenovo, and I'll be like, "What? Send it over to Lenovo to get fixed?" But they're just gonna replace the part. They're just gonna replace the part. They're not gonna do component level repair. And I'm a very eco-friendly person, which is why buying a MacBook would be a good idea. I have no idea when the old store is going to be no more. Yeah, eco-friendly. Think about it. If you go ahead and you do component level repair, you don't have to go ahead and throw away the whole board. Let's see, replacement parts. I can order a bunch of replacement parts directly for Lenovo support. Do I look like I'm the kind of user that knows how to replace your own parts on a Lenovo? I can't diagnose. If something happened, I'd be like, "Help! What do?" I'd have to send it in. Okay, I take that back. Let's just not say it's eco-friendly, because I do know that when you manufacture a lot of electronics, it does create a lot of environmental waste, or it causes pollution of all sorts of things. I think Chris used to do PC laptop board repair. Give it to him when it breaks. What? Why would I want to do that to Chris? Why would I want to do that to Chris? I think I should go ahead and just let Lewis fix my MacBook when it breaks. That would be better. Yeah, that would actually be interesting. You know, it'd be a really low job if I tried to go ahead and apply for Apple as a job there. Huh? That would be bad, though, because that would not work at all. It'd be kind of funny. That's one job I probably could never ever get, because they would ask me, "So what is your interest in? What is your interest in Apple products?" But I totally sound like a devout Apple user. Oh, she is a 2012 MacBook Air. But you know, I guess when people ask me about specs, I'd be like, "I don't really understand specs. I just hope it works." I can get the schematics Lewis needs. No, I cannot. I cannot get the schematics he needs. No way. He would go bananas. He really would. It would be an inner conflict struggle, but it would actually be a big troll. If I went ahead and I said, "Oh, I want to work at the Apple store," it's like, "Oh, I want to be one of those technicians over there." What do I do? Just replace this part with this part. Oh, okay. If I'm clueless about the tech stuff, I'm the perfect Apple genius. It's fast because, okay. You know, honestly, that's what I honestly thought. Like when I didn't know the reason why my MacBook was faster than my HP was because of the SSD. I thought it was always just because it was a MacBook. So when I look at computer specs, it's like a foreign language to me. I don't get it at all. Like when they talk about like RAM and gigahertz or whatever that is, I'm like, well, what does this mean? I don't understand it. I can understand cars, like if it goes something like 100 miles an hour max, I understand that. But when it comes to technical things, oh, thank you. Yes, pine cones. So that's the reason why when I'm like the worst person when it comes to technical things. If you wanted to learn, you could. You have the intelligent in excess. I don't think my brain wants to think about how much gigahertz or megahertz or whatever that thing is stuff. Too much to do with the old store. That's why she numbers the balance. Yeah, I'm 100%, 1000% a consumer. There was actually a MacBook advertisement where they said something along the lines of, they had a woman, and a woman, okay, this sounds totally sexy. They had a woman, and then the woman in the ad said that she just wanted a computer that was fast and was small and, you know, did what she wanted it to do. And then they just guided her like, oh yeah, don't get any of these PC products. Just want to get Apple. And I think that's one of the strengths of Apple, because when you have like limited product lines and they all work pretty damn well, or if you have like a person who doesn't do video editing like me, you just look at it and you're like, oh, okay, I just need a computer that can do YouTube, I can watch YouTube videos or go on the internet and check my email. Like, can you give me a computer fast enough? It's easy to do that. And that was the thing that really sold me on Apple products. I think I might have shared this before, but I went into the Apple store and when I was buying Clio, and I told them, I said, I don't understand the computer specs. What computer should I buy? And I told them my concern is that when I had my HP, I couldn't make a number of tabs, like, you know, the Alt-T or the multiple tabs. If I made too many tabs, it instantly froze. And they looked at me, they just blankly looked at me. And they just did all these tabs, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so many tabs. And then I realized I must buy a MacBook, because a MacBook can make multiple tabs. Yeah, that's my confession. That was the one thing that impressed me about the MacBook. It booted up fast. I could make multiple tabs. And I overpaid on it compared to other computers, but I never had to deal with like virus protection issues that I had to do with my PC. Yeah, so I've never had, I had I forgot what HP it was, but I had to constantly do a factory reset on that. I was asking my friends for advice because this thing was super slow. It was 6 months in, I was already having issues. And I just threw my hands up in the air because I thought to myself, I have this computer, it's 6 months old, it's a piece of crap. I can't deal with this. So out of that, I went to go get a MacBook, and then I still have that MacBook. Yeah, it did not have a solid state drive. It did not. It was, and I don't even know what a solid state drive is, to be very frank with you. So when I told Louis the story, he was like, really? That was it. So he says that it's probably one of the best things that Apple did, you know, make sure that they sell things with faster hard drives. Yeah, she does. She's a 2012. What? The only problem with Clio is that her fan spins a little too fast, and I think she's overheating somewhere. I hope I didn't get water damage on it. The iMac. Repaste Clio. And if he does a live stream on that, it's gonna be like this beeping MacBook. Clio returns. Did I remove the dust from Clio? No, I did not. I actually don't have. Oh wait, no, I do have the screwdrivers at home. Get him to buy me a 6-inch. I only like the 13-inch MacBook Airs. That's just me though. What? I don't see anything here. At the door. I'm at the door. Hold on. stick my head out like a stranger. Mochi man! I think Mochi person is not here. Hello! Mochi. Yeah, I don't see any Mochi man here. I'm looking left and right like a weirdo. Well, if they need directions, we're next to Atomic Wings. Oh! This crappy desk. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, is that him? Crap. I just went back. Let me go back. John? Jean? Okay. I do not see Mochi Man here. Oh! Oh, I just got Thank you.
Every color?
Yes, thank you so much.
No problem. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Oh, bye.
It's so funny the timing. I just sat down. I was like, ah! No, I did not send a hitman. He sent Mochi. Oh my goodness. Oh, what's the Idako? Do you know what an Idako is? Okay, let's see. Ah, Idako, where are you? Huh? No, I don't know what an Idako is. Oh! Ah! JP! Look at this, you guys. I swear, I'm gonna be... I got the mochi, and I got more octopus. Oh my goodness. More octopuses, you guys. I saw it, and I don't know if you saw my face. I was like, wait, is that what I think it is? Okay, now I'm scared about this octopus, you guys. It looks like it's the same. It looks like it's the same one. Actually, these octopuses look bigger. Okay, I still have my drink from earlier. See, it's the same octopus. Okay, let me try this. This is gonna be it's from a sushi place. Oh my goodness, JP just had, I think JP said, okay, the place that I got it from, a Japanese restaurant, was disgusting. I'm gonna make sure that she has a disgusting one. Higher chance of it, okay. Oh! Okay. I'm not spitting it out. Oh. I was so confident, you guys. I was so confident that when I bit into it, it was just like the Chinese one. So I bit into it. And then I was like, what is this? What is this? JP, I really have to hand it to you. You know how to... You really put a lot of thought into this. You thought about the preparing methods. The Japanese version is a lot different. So, the Chinese version, it's kind of dry. I mean, it tastes just like the ocean salad, but it's kind of dry. The Japanese version, I don't know how they make it, but let's put it this way. I think the liquids inside are still inside of it. It's not bad. It's just surprising because I was so confident. I was so confident that it was gonna be just like the Chinese version. So confident. I've never tried this ever before in my life. I've tried like cuttlefish, sushi, but I've never tried like this stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna try a second one. Okay, I'm still working the legs. I'm kind of afraid to bite the head, just a little. No. Just a little, but I did it. I understand why the Japanese probably drink alcohol with this thing. There was no way of avoiding it, you guys. It has this very seafood rich taste to it, but that's the best way I can describe it. It's very it has like a seafood brine inside of it. And it's not bad, it's just surprising. Yeah. I now understand why people would probably drink beer or sake with this stuff. Probably think I'm gonna wash all my sorrows away. Yeah, it's an overflowing strong seafood problem. I was so confident it was gonna be just like the ocean salad one that when I bit into it, I was thinking, oh yeah, no problem. This is not. I think they gave you the juicier head ones though, JP. I don't think they gave you the juicier head ones. They probably knew what nefarious thing you had up your sleeve. They're like, we're gonna take pity on her, and we're gonna send her the tiny one. Look how tiny this one is. Jeez. Yeah. These Japanese, I really gotta hand it to them. They're very generous with the octopus. Not like the Chinese people. They're like, we will give you many octopus. We will give you many octopuses of different sizes. Yeah. Next time I pick it up. Why is she at those? I was picking up, waiting for deliveries. Jeez. I'm really curious to know how they prepare this stuff, though. I wonder if they thought, man, this is one of the few dishes, octopus dishes we'll have ordered, and someone wants to take this out. Dang! Man, this person really must be an octopus lover. 186. Not bad, though. Would I order it again? No. I would not order it. If I was in a restaurant and they said, hey, I'm going to put this Idako stuff on there, do you want to order? I'd be like, no. No. It's a hard day and talking about everything. Let's see what the new doors would be. Okay. Between the two octopuses, I'm not a big octopus fan. So, if I saw this on the menu at a place, I would not order it. But between the two, I'd have to say the Japanese one is actually a little better. But it all depends if you can handle that seaweed, that broth, that brine flavor that comes out of it. If you can't, then you're better off with the Chinese one, but it tastes just like ocean salad. Yeah. My goodness. Let's see this. I'm kind of curious now. What is the biggest one I can find here? Okay, I think this is the biggest one. Oh gosh, this is the biggest one. Oh gosh, look at this. Oh! It sucks when you get a fishy head. Oh, goodness. I know what's gonna happen. When I bite into this thing. I know it. I wish it was kombu dashi. It's not kombu dashi. It's something else. It's like essence of the sea inside of this octopus. That's the best way I could describe it. Okay. Oh. It's the truth. When you know what's coming, that's the thing. Like, you're like, oh, I'll be okay though. I don't know. What is this place known for? That's what I want to know. I know for sure it's not the octopus. Something tells me this octopus was not. Actually, I don't know what the octopus eat. What do they eat? Who knows? Yeah. It's really crunchy. Octopus. This is the stuff that you would share with friends, and you would go ahead and say, hey, you want to know something cool? Let's share octopus. But this is definitely food you eat with alcohol. What I'm curious to know is, what does that Chinese place, what do the Chinese people eat with this octopus? I imagine rice, but I'm not too sure. Well, I try to be. I think here's my thinking. If this dish, it's popular enough to end up on a menu, they go ahead and prepare it every day, it has to be good to someone. Someone. You don't go ahead and go out of your way to prepare octopus if you can't sell it to anybody. Now, the thing that I would really like to be, you have the bags, they're all like, what bags? I have the bags, swing by them and see Lewis. What am I seeing? No, I know no one's gonna want to eat this with me because I have a cold. Everybody knows that I have a cold. I have tried a 100-year-old egg. It's not really 100 egg. Ooh, food bags, some places. Let's see. Does it have a name? No, there's no name actually. That's why I'm not aware of where it is. Oh, this one does. One's Bao Bao Cafe and the other one is unnamed. Ooh. But yeah, so I have quite a bit of octopus here. I'm gonna. The store is just a drop-off point? Yes, correct. I wish I had some. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Oh! I don't know. Do you guys want to see this? I don't know if you want to see this. I think I'm gonna pass on eating this octopus. Okay, if you guys don't feel comfortable watching this part, I'd say look away for like 5 seconds, okay? But if you guys are comfortable watching with it, I'm gonna show it to you really quickly. But, okay. So, I'm looking at this octopus here. I didn't eat it. But, this is an octopus I'm not going to be eating. Okay, I'm going to show it in 10 seconds. 10, 9, it's an octopus. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do you guys see anything wrong with this? No, one eye is popping out. Do you see it? That's one eye, and that's the other eye. Ah! one eye is like bulging out. No, you see that growth over there? See it? Ugh. I'm gonna pass on eating that octopus. Creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. Creepy. Yep. Yeah. But other octopus, I think it's fine. So there's my lost octopus. That creepy looking one is going in the trash for sure. For sure. It's food, it's food. Okay, I have no problem eating food, but I do have a problem when it looks a little strange to me. Like if one eye looks normal and then the other eye looks like 4 times bigger than the other eye. Maybe. But on that note, Popeye left his life. I have something to take away the taste of that. And hopefully, I know this is not octopus flavored. I know JP wouldn't troll me like that. Get octopus flavored ice cream. That would be cruel. Cruel. Very, very cruel. Oh, hey. Oh no. Oh no. It's melted. My mochi ice cream melted already. Whoops. It melted. Oh no. It's okay. It's so good. Oh, it's not bad. See? It's like Don't say that, you guys. I know there's gonna be some person who's gonna try to make calamari ice cream. I'm like, ugh. It's cold. It is cold. Let me see. Yeah, it was really cold. I took a bite of it, and I thought, okay, it's like half melted. I could just pop the whole thing in my mouth, right? Once I did, I was like, oh. It's like half melted, so I assumed that it was, But see, it's so cute. Do you see that? It's so cute. It's so incredibly cute. I just have to eat it in pieces. JP, don't make fun of me. Ice cream is cold. You're gonna have people who say, wow, I think so. I think he's probably thinking, man, what happened to this? Why is this such a stream where she's just eating ice cream and saying thought-provoking things like ice cream is cold? Azuki. It's Azuki flavored. It's, you know what, you know something interesting? When I'm cutting into this and I'm seeing all this stuff, because of the casing, I just think, that reminds me of that octopus. I'm just thinking about that octopus. I think I've had enough octopus for the next 2 months. What is this? Garlic. Garlic ice cream with onion ice cream with garlic. Mmm. This is something I would cross off my bucket list and say that I've tried. But if someone asked me, is there a difference between different octopuses? I would say yes, there definitely is. If you want regular octopus, try the Chinese one. But if you want a mouthfeel experience, go with the Japanese one. We weren't kidding. There really is a difference. See ya, Papa D. I have tried purple ube. JP sounds like he's an octopus connoisseur. Is it just me? There was actually a really good squid dish that I tried. Let me describe it to you. So it is basically, it was dried squid, like sun-dried or something, and then they coat it inside some kind of batter, and then they got this like big like a waffle maker of sorts, and then they smash it down with that, and it was really good. It was like $10 for this big squid, but it was really good. And I remember I only saw it once in my life. They had it at a convention show of sorts. Yeah, that's the thing. Like now I can, I think you should try a lot of things once, see how it is. And you can say, if you like it or not. You can tell people the differences between the different types. If it comes down to octopus, make sure you ask JP for his advice about octopus, because he seems like he's a lot more octopus than I do. Worst case scenario, I don't like it, I'll never eat it again. What is the one thing I will never eat again? Let me think. Outseeker is gonna be running away from that Japanese style whole mini octopus. You know what? If you have alcohol with you, go for it. I think it would be good mixture with alcohol. But if you don't have alcohol with you, it's you have to really take in the whole experience without anything else. I do like durian. I do like durian quite a bit. I haven't seen durian in a long time. Let's see here. I don't drink at 420, so yeah, I don't drink either. But I think that one of the few times this was true, I was sober. Okay. Balut. I've tried balut. I don't really care for it. It's an interesting experience, but I had it once or twice and I'm good. But I will say balut does taste a lot like chicken soup. I understand why people like it, but for me, I'm like, I'm more, when I eat things, I tend to look with my eyes first. So, for instance, this octopus, you saw me eating it, I looked a little apprehensive. I was like, okay, I know it's just octopus, but then you guys were talking about things like aliens too, and I was like, I was just thinking about alien. That's the bad side about having chat over here. I definitely don't want an octopus smiling back at me. Now I'm gonna worry about, if I go in the ocean, this giant octopus is gonna take revenge on me or something, and be like Cthulhu or something. Yeah, think of if a restaurant serves it, it has to be pretty good, or someone has to be buying it. So Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be closing up here soon. And oh, the octopus will revenge themselves tomorrow morning. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna be closing up here soon, so I will talk to you guys later. I might go over to, I probably what, 99.9% sure I will be going to the new store because I have to go drop off a package over there and whatnot. So I will talk to you guys later, and thank you so much for tuning in. And JP, you're right. Those Japanese octopuses are something else. If you guys want to be brave, you guys should try those Japanese octopuses as well. It is an experience I never thought I would have, but I'm glad that I had it. Tons of octopuses. Oh, do you see that? That was so gross. Look at that. I'm not going to be a food blogger anytime soon. People are like, that looks disgusting the way you just handled those octopuses. -4. I think I ate more than 4 octopuses. Yeah, he's going to be scared. You know, knowing my luck, he's probably watching the stream right now, and he's going to be like, Erica, you had a disgusting stream. We ate all those octopuses. I saw them tumbling down. Maybe I'll bring them over to the new store and show it to him. He's probably going to toss me out. I'll probably have to walk home tonight. What do you guys think? Maybe, maybe not. So I will talk to you later. See you.